Good morning, students. Now we are going to see the second part of the first lesson, Advent of the Europeans. Can we have a recall on the first part? What are the two kinds of sources? Yes, written and material sources. What is the meaning of the navigator? A person who travels through the sea. Who founded a new sea route to India? Yes, it is Vasco da Gama. Who developed the naval power of Portuguese? Francisco de Almeida. Very good. What is the meaning of fleet? A group of ships. Okay, good. Now we go to the second part, that is Dutch. The Dutch followed the Portuguese into India in 1602. The United East India Company of Netherlands was formed and it received the sanction of the government to trade in East India. After their arrival in India, the Dutch founded their first factory in Masulipatam, Andhra Pradesh in 1605. Where did they founded their first factory? In Masulipatam. This company captured Ambonium from the Portuguese in 1605 and established its supremacy in the Spice Island. They captured Nagapattinam near Madras from the Portuguese and made this place as a stronghold in South India. Which place had become as a stronghold to Dutch? Nagapattinam. Yes, very good. At first, Pulicat was a headquarters. Later, they shifted it to Nagapattinam. Headquarters was shifted to Nagapattinam. The most important Indian commodities traded by the Dutch were silk, cotton, indigo, rice, and opium. They monopolized the trade in black pepper and other spices. What do you mean by monopolized? Monopolized means they have the power to hold up on a object or something. Here they have the hold on black pepper and other spices. If the other people, some other country people want to do with trade with these things, means they have to get permission from the Dutch. That is called monopolized. The important factories in India were Pulicat, Surat, Chinsura, Kazim Bazar, Patna, Nagapattinam, Balasore and Cochin. The English East India Company remained engaged in rivalry with them. What do you mean by rivalry? Fighting with the Portuguese and the Dutch throughout the 17th century. In 1623, the Dutch cruelly killed 10 English traders and 9 Javanese in Ambonia. This incident accelerated the rivalry between the two European companies. Their final collapse came with their defeat by the English in the Battle of Beddera. Which defeat made them final collapse? The Battle of Beddera. Then Dutch in Tamil Nadu. The Portuguese, who established a control over Pulicat since 1502, was overthrown by the Dutch. In Pulicat, the Dutch built the fort of Gelria in 1613. What is the name of the fort built by Dutch in India? Fort of Gelria. This fort was once the seat of Dutch power. The Dutch established the settlement at Pulicat in 1610. Diamonds were exported from Pulicat to the western countries. The other Dutch colonial forts and possessions were Nagapattinam, Punnakayal, Porto Nova, Kadalur and Devanampattinam. The Dutch lost the settlements one by one to the English and was completely wiped out by the year 1795. The British. On 31st December 1600, Elizabeth, the Queen of England, granted a charter to the Governor and Company of Merchants of London to trade with East Indies. Charter means a writ, that is Sasanam in Tamil. The company was headed by a governor and a court of 24 directors. Captain Hawkins visited Jahangir's court in 1608 to get certain concessions for the company. He secured permission to raise a settlement at Surat. What do you mean by settlement? An official agreement to resolve a dispute. However, the emperor cancelled the permission under pressure from the Portuguese. In 1612, the English captain Thomas Best inflicted a severe defeat over the Portuguese in a naval battle near Surat. Inflicted, what do you mean by inflicted? To be suffered by someone. So here Portuguese was defeated by the naval battle by the English. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir permitted the English to establish their factory in 1613 at Surat. In 1615, Sir Thomas Roe was sent to Jahangir's court by King James I of England. He remained at Agra for 3 years and succeeded in concluding a commercial treaty with the emperor. Before the departure of Sir Thomas Roe, the English had established their trading centers at Surat, Agra, Ahmedabad, and Bhuj. Where did they establish the trading centers? Yes, it is in Surat, Agra, Ahmedabad, and Bhuj. On the coastline of the Bay of Bengal, the English established their first factory in 1611 at Masulipatam. Where did they establish their first factory? Yes, at Masulipatam. On what coastline they had established? On the coastline of the Bay of Bengal. The East India Company built its famous factory known as Fort St. George in Madras, which became their headquarters for the whole of the Eastern Belt and first fort built by the British. Which was the first fort built by the British in India? Fort St. George. Very good. King Charles II of England received the island of Bombay as a part of his dowry from the Portuguese king. After the Battle of Plassey in 1757 and the Battle of Buxar in 1764, the company became a political power. India was under the East India Company's rule till 1858, after it came under the direct administration of the British Crown. Danish. On March 17, 1616, the King of Denmark, Christian IV, issued a charter and created a Danish East India Company. I said earlier, charter means Sasanam, that is authority. They established settlement at Tranquebar, Tamil Nadu in 1620 and Serampur, Bengal in 1676. Where did they establish the settlement? In Tamil Nadu? Tranquebar. In Bengal? Serampur, yes. In 1676, Serampur was their headquarters in India. They failed to strengthen themselves in India and they sold all the settlement in India to the British in 1845. To whom did they sell all the settlement? To the British. Yes, very good. The French. The French East India Company was formed in 1664 by Colbert, a minister of King Louis XIV. In 1667, a French expedition came to India under Francois Caron. Expedition means a long journey with a group of people. France was the last European country to come to India as traders. Who came at last to India as traders? Yes, France. Caron founded the first French factory in India at Surat. The first French factory was at Surat, yes. In 1673, the settlement of Pondicherry was founded by Martin under a grant from Sher Khan Lodi, the ruler of Bijapur. Grant means permission. G-R-A-N-T, grant. Grant means permission. Pondicherry became the most important and prosperous French settlement in India. A fort known as Saint Louis was built by Francois Martin in Pondicherry to establish a township at Chandranagar near Calcutta. The French East India Company established factories in different parts of India, particularly in the coastal regions such as Mahe, Karaikal, Balasore and Kazim Bazar. These were a few important trading centers of the French East India Company. Conclusion. The Portuguese were eliminated by the Dutch and the later extinguished by the English. Here the later refers to the Dutch. Extinguish means put an end. The Dutch were put an end by the English. The French were left to face the English for control over trade and territory. The French neglected trade and entangled themselves in wars with the Indian and other European powers. Entangle means involve in difficulties. The three Carnatic wars ruined the French and rejuvenated the English to embark on a systematic territorial expansion. Rejuvenate means to feel better. There was no other European countries to fight against the British. So they feel better in India. Now we will have a look over the European trade centers in India. First one is Portuguese. The Portuguese had a settlement over Cochin, Calicut, Cananur, Goa, Basin, Diu, Daman, etc. Then the French. French means Mahe, Karekal, Pondicherry, Yanam, Balazur, Chandranagur. Then the Dutch. Dutch, Nagapatnam, Pulicat, Chinsura, etc. Then the Danish. Tranquebar, Serampur, etc.
Then the English settlements.
Agra, Ahmedabad, Brod, Surat, Salsett, Bombay,
Madras.
Hooghly, Calcutta, etc.